Hi, my name is Noktula Mzalose. Welcome to another session of Cooking Kids. Another week, another topic. I'm in the kitchen, my intimate kitchen. I thought I must come this side as I get into a conversation of iskaftini, a lunch pack. What goes into the child's lunch pack? How do you decide? But most importantly, something that I want to dwell on today is when do you decide to leave it to their own device as to when they make the lunch pack, what they put in, and whether they decide to do away with it. Maybe keeping in mind that they're now getting carry money, tuck money, pocket money, which they use to purchase whatever they feel like eating. So I've put out some of the basics of what makes our lunch pack. Excuse me, it's quite nippy, but yeah, warmer hours during the day. So here we have your bread, your fruits, your yogurt, your ham, just the basics of making a lunch pack, and water if you prefer your child carries water at school instead of juice, or both, honestly. I don't want to dwell too much into what goes into the lunch pack. What do you put in? What kind of ingredients, be it it's made up of bread, your fruits, how you balance the diet for the child, because honestly, diet is dependent on each family. But I want us to talk about really when do you leave the responsibility of choosing what goes into the lunch pack to the child, and do you still monitor, and what say do you have in terms of what they make, if they make it even, because you find that because of the carry tuck money, pocket money that you give them as spending money, they decide not to carry lunch with them, because they'll buy something at school or something like that. My son lately tells me he's like, some things he just doesn't want to carry at school because he's tired of the friends asking, share something, share with me, and it feels like he can't even say no. So he'll just rather buy something, but at times he does carry lunch, honestly. I've now left it up to his own device. Like when I do grocery, I'll ask him what he'd like to be included in the grocery list for his lunch pack. And at times I would also add my ingredients which I feel should be part of. But with the evolution of the child growing up, his lunch pack has changed from when I used to make it to have the fruits, the yogurt, bread, a few slices of bread, maybe 2 or 4 slices, to now just being a sandwich, and at times water or whatever to drink, or even not carry anything. I'll be like, but you're not gonna need something to wash down the bread with. He's like, no, I'm fine, mom. It's like, okay, it's fine. I'm talking about my son here because the little one still goes to crash. They don't carry anything to crash with them because everything is provided. But oh, my little one loves her food, so she'll have a pre-breakfast snack before leaving the house, from your apple to banana, which she thoroughly loves, or even yogurt. At times she will ask for a bit of cereal, something she'll still have when she gets to crash, because she just loves her food. Anyway, so when do you decide, what rules do you set down in terms of when lunch pack is made? The night before, the morning? How do you make sure that it doesn't mess with your schedule in the morning? It's been a tussle with us, honestly, because I'm not a morning person, and I think my son has taken after me in terms of that. So it'll be difficult at times making the lunch in the morning because he runs at a time, or we run late because he's busy preparing. He's not the fastest person in the morning, like me, unfortunately. So there was a period where we tried to explore if it would work better if we prepared lunch at night for the morning. And then we did that, but he was like, no, ma, it's not working out. I love my lunch to be fresh, so it's fresh if I make it in the morning. There was a time where there was a craze of pasta. He just was crazy over pasta, which he still loves, but he'll even ask if I can dish up pasta as his lunch pack. Yeah. So he's been through phases of loving Nutella spread, all the different phases, having to love one thing and just being over it because he has it too much. And now we're at a point where he makes his own lunch. He decides if he carries, if he doesn't, because I believe he's old enough. At 14, he is old enough to know that, okay, if I don't carry it, I'll go hungry. Or if I don't carry it, I know this is what I will have, what will sustain me during the day. I will still suggest that in the morning he'll have a snack, because they just have one lunch break. Just a snack to sustain him, either he's carrying a lunch pack or not. But a snack, be it cereal or 2 slices of bread with something, or just a fruit, just something to sustain him in the morning. But he's not much of an early morning eater, so most times he wouldn't want to, and I'll be fine with that, because I trust that he knows his system better now. He understands what works for him or doesn't, at least in that aspect. So what currently works for him is he makes the lunch in the morning, wakes up, gets the bath running, and then he makes his lunch pack. He decides that morning whether he's feeling like something before heading out or whatever. And at times he actually wouldn't make any lunch, be it from just being lazy or feeling like, okay, today I'm just gonna buy something at school, so I'd rather not carry anything. At times he'll give me the lame excuse of, I know the bags are too heavy, I don't want to have lunch pack also. I remember there was even a phase where he didn't want to carry a lunch pack bag, because he was like, it's too many bags now, I'd rather have just the lunchbox in the bag. Or it's too much, the lunchbox makes my bag bulky. Oh, all these excuses. But key is he needs to have something. Be it, I remember it was a time when I was not giving him tuck money, spending money, like during his primary school days. He was not getting any spending money. So it was standard that he has to carry lunch box to school. Regardless of what he makes, he needs to get something in his system throughout the day. But the older he gets, I think he's got that thing that he's fine. He can go a day without having anything of substance, and only have maybe a meal after school, and it's okay. But if he comes back and feels it was too much, too draining, so he'll make sure that the following day he makes the lunch pack. It's something that honestly I've learned over time as he gets older, not to chase after him to make, or I'll just ask if he's made what he's made. It's fine. If he's good with that, oh good, then we go to the bus stop and I drop him off to catch a bus. So I'd like to hear what is your formula. What works for you? Have you found that balance of letting go a bit? And at what age did you let go, or are you planning to let go that responsibility of making the lunch pack for your child or your children and giving it them to do, to see, to eat, as long as there's ingredients in the house? And do you have set rules as to when it's made, what goes, what's supposed to make up the lunch box, their lunch box, or it's just you leave it to their own device? Some of my friends tell me I'm a bit of a too relaxed or flexible parent. And so I easily give that responsibility to the child. For me, it's because I believe it's part of letting them grow, letting them mature, letting them be responsible, learn to understand what responsibility is from a young age, knowing what works for them as far as their system, what sustains them or doesn't sustain them. They need to have an opportunity to learn through their mistakes. Like he would not make lunch because he's lazy or running late, and he will suffer the consequences, spending the whole day without a meal. And the following day he'll make sure that he squeezes in the time to make the lunch because he experienced the hardship of going the whole day without anything when he actually could have had something if he had planned better, honestly. So this is it for me and my family. What is it for you? What works for you? How do you put it out? What are the rules and regulations? Let's share, parents. Don't be scared to leave your comments there in the comments section, the YouTube comments section. Let's hear, let's share. The more we share, I always say that the more we share, the more we grow, the more we learn from each other and become better parents. This gives us an opportunity to reflect on how we do things, looking at how other people do it, and then give us different ideas. Uh, There's no thumb rule to doing this, honestly. As much as there are so many books that are written about raising children, because there's just no thumb rule to doing this. Each to his own, but you can always pick up tips and fine tune how you do things, all for the better of everyone. So, yeah, that's where I leave it for now. Look forward to hearing from you and getting those likes, of course. Do hit me up, Facebook, Noctula Mhlalosa. I'm there. You can share your comments there, but I would love it if you share in the YouTube comments section so other parents can also um, grow from it and see how you experience this thing called parenting. Yeah, that's it for this week. Remember to always love the ones that you hold dear to you. Bye bye.